here come the Capitals.
He's in alone. A shot. And go!
Bondra gets number 5.
Alexander Ovechkin.
The Capitals are champions.
We were the Washington Capitals, but we played over in Landover, Maryland, which was quite a ways away from downtown Washington.
The Capitol Center was a difficult place to get to. There was no metro, so there was no public transportation to get there. People used to laugh and say you were going through cornfields.
I just thought like that's how hockey games were. Like you kind of went out to the middle of nowhere, and the traffic was always bad.
If you ask the guys in the league at the time, but the first thing they'd say is like, where is the Greenbelt Marriott? Because that's where the guys would stay on the road and play in Landover. I still don't know where it is.
Went to the Wendy's, get a junior cheeseburger, you know, after the game. I was like, that's it. that was tough.
Obviously, a team's always a big part of the community, but for the Caps in those years, it wasn't a Washington, D.C. community.
And definitely always a dream of my dad's to like get an arena downtown. So I know he was definitely always in Abe's ear about doing that.
My first year in '94, a lot of teams started getting new buildings, and then it was our turn to get a new building.
When Mr. Poland said that we were going to DC, everybody was excited because business was in Washington.
Today, we embark on a great and exciting journey to bring to the nation's capital the finest facility of its kind anywhere in the world.
It wasn't until 1997 when we moved downtown that they really became part of the landscape in Washington, D.C.
We couldn't do it without you. I want you to know we really appreciate you.
We'll do it all again for you, Abe.
I think moving downtown, you really saw the change in the fan base where now we're like pulling in people from around DC versus just kind of like up in the Maryland area.
It was an outpouring of support.
The Capitals tonight inaugurate this beautiful new facility.
New building, Joe, is the glass high enough for your style of play?
They added 2 inches to this glass, so you're going to see a lot more offense out of me coming into that offensive zone.
You know, Cap Center was a good building for its time, and now we're going to move on to a nicest arena in the league, I think.
If you look at some of the big moments in this franchise's history, that was a big thing because when you're trying to attract young players and keep young players, you better be in a place where young players want to be.
You know, go to downtown was totally different, and I was like, wow, this is nice. I can get used to this.
I thought that was absolutely the best thing possible for the franchise. It took a franchise that was doing pretty good to another level.
It's time for handshakes, Greg.
Coming down here was just a breath of fresh air to everybody who just wanted to be down here.
That really changed the face of sports franchises downtown in Washington.
And the franchise has just gotten bigger and better, more interest, more coverage. It's the Washington Capitals for sure now.
The capital of the country is the capital of the hockey playoffs.
When Ted took ownership, I think Ted recognized that was a part of the city that had been neglected and needed an infusion of money. His steady leadership in getting the Capitals to become kind of a destination and a good franchise, that really helped turn around this part of the city.
We have the greatest fans in the world, and now we have the greatest hockey team in the world.
So all of us are so excited about what's coming up in the next 3 to 5 years and how the renovations and all of the changes. When Ted Leonsis presented it, so exciting to see the changes.
The lease is the rest of my life, but DC is home.
It makes us all very proud to be part of the history, but the best years are still ahead.